Welcome to WineWire, and welcome to the place where you can find wines you can only find in restaurants. My name is Adam, and as always, this is Nelson, and welcome to our first Valentine's Day show in my parents' kitchen. Please don't ask the reason why, but Nelson will tell you.
Yes, well, if you're watching the news last week, Toronto news that is, you may have caught the fact that 920 Yonge Street caught fire.
Oh yes, yes.
Our office building. So we're filming from home. And what an appropriate time to be filming from home, because the wines you're going to bring home for Valentine's Day dinner are exactly what we're going to be tasting today.
Absolutely.
Tasting from home.
For Valentine's Day.
So we get two blends, because ultimately, when wine is made by blending different types of grapes, you're really looking for a result that is greater than the sum of its parts. And we just thought that being Valentine's Day and being a very giving day and sharing day, that we should bring some blends onto the show.
Absolutely. You want to do the first one?
I will do the
first one. That was
one.
beautiful. I almost felt a little Twitter in my heart there.
Oh my gosh.
It may have been more of a heart attack, but I'm not
Well, happy Valentine's to you, Adam.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you.
The first wine we have is a 2008 Muerza. It is a Crianza from Rioja, Bodegas Muerza. And it's made mainly from Tempranillo, about 80% Tempranillo, with some Garnacha and Mazuelo to top it off. 13.5% alcohol, $19.95 a bottle. Adam, what's the saying?
Well, the nose is rather romantic. I gotta tell you, it is beautiful red cherry and cedar, which is Rioja in a wrapped up heart-shaped chocolate box, my friend. You like that? Mm-hmm. Beautiful nose. I mean, red cherries, cedar, a little bit of red berry, but beautifully well integrated. And I'm hoping the palate's the same.
You know what? I hope you're roasting something. Maybe doing some type of roast or even chicken. Or red meat with chicken or something like that. But we want earthy vegetables because the palate is so earthy. It's such a nice silky drinking wine. It is beautifully fresh. That cherry you talked about really comes through, keeps everything really fresh. There's so much earthiness in this wine. You love that Spanish dust, that dirt, because boy oh boy does it call for the earthy stuff.
Absolutely. This is wonderful. Wine comes in $19.95 per bottle.
It's a steal.
Valentine's Day. Beautiful. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So this is a bit of a new wine for WineWire. This is the Black Hills Estate Nota Bene 2010 from Okanagan Valley. We're talking BC, West Coast, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is a Bordeaux blend. It is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and a little bit of Cabernet Franc. The wine is at 14% alcohol. And comes in at $49.95. So let's round it up to about $50 a bottle.
Wow.
So what do you...
Cabernet
wow.
for sure. Yeah, this thing just jumps right out of the glass. Ton of black fruit, some cherry as well, but some green bell pepper, that Cab Franc signature, and some oaky spice. You know what? This says, grill me a steak for Valentine's Day and keep it bloody.
You know, the who are you? I'm glad I'm not your Valentine's Day. You're crazy. This is a classic Bordeaux blend, even on the palate. Black fruit, that bell pepper, which is predominant on the nose, is actually very well integrated on the palate. It is a big mouthfeel wine. It is delicious. And I agree with Nelson. It is screaming for some serious protein.
Incredibly silky on the palate. I was expecting a real big tannin bomb, but boy oh boy, is it super silky smooth. I love the way it's drinking now. I'm happy to set it aside and watch it get better, because you know it's going to get better. Massive intensity on the palate, but super silky. Really nice stuff from BC.
Would you say it's as silky as a pair of silk-lined handcuffs?
I'm not going there.
Okay. We have some wonderful wines, but we also have some really excellent news. Our man here, Nelson and Brew, was just named Grand Champion of the Wine Tasting Challenge. Essentially, he was able to identify the varietal, the country, the region, and even the vintage on how many wines? 5?
There were 12.
12 wines. 12 wines served in a mysterious fashion, double blind. This means that Nelson has joined a fine circle of wine gurus and I'm very proud of the man, and I'm very happy that he is with us here at WineWire. We have a link on our newsletter, which we highly suggest you sign up for, to the Wine Tasters page. But congratulations, Nelson. It's pretty awesome.
Awesome. Feels
and
great.
we're hoping he shares his prize with me.
We'll see.
All right. Got anything else?
That's it.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great show. And this is part 1 of 2. We have another Valentine show coming up for you, folks. Check us out later this week.
All right. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/WineWire. Our Twitter name is @WineWireCA. We'll see you in a couple days, and keep the romance burning, my friends.